Whew, okay. We're wrestling with exhaust pipes today, so that's not always the easiest, trying to get rusty metal apart. Anyway, you guys remember I did a video on this muffler. I don't need to rehash it. Ordered a new one, and it was all banged up, so I sent it back. Some guys told me to stop being a cheapskate and just buy another new one. Some people said weld the old one and run it like that. So in the court of public opinion, my audience is very divided on what I should do, but I'm going to tell you what I did anyway here. You'll notice there's no muffler on the 685, and I did tell you, I gotta catch my breath. I was wrestling this exhaust pipe apart. All right, you remember I said the exhaust pipe on the 685 wasn't in the best of shape. Not that it was terrible, but it wasn't in good shape. I knew there was an issue. So somebody re-welded this shut, which is fine. That's good. It's sealed. It's not blowing back in your face. No problems there whatsoever. The issue is, and I knew it was, but I didn't check into it or investigate it, but the bottom of this muffler is blown out. I don't know how well you can see on the camera. From there all the way around, basically, the whole bottom is blown out except for a little bit on this side here. So I could get it re-welded and keep running it. Ooh, and this is full of probably all the exhaust and the soot. I'm guessing this is the original muffler, 3,200 hours. This was on the 685. It is a case part. It says case on it. But like I say, I did notice there was an issue because every time you start the tractor, you'd have exhaust coming out from under the hood. And you guys might know it's never a good idea to have exhaust blowing underneath your hood all around your engine. So being that this is broke all the way around and it's blown out here there's a spot too. I could take the time and fix this, and I still might. What I'm doing is putting it on the shelf. It's going to go on the shelf, and we're going to hang on to it. I did order a new muffler for the 685. It's a brand new one, $75, all States Ag parts. We'll see what the condition of it is when it comes. Hopefully it's in better shape than the other one. So I'm trying to fix my problem with the 395. Now you'll remember in that video, I could not get this muffler off. It was bent when it came here. I managed to straighten it, but I still cannot get it off of this exhaust manifold. And short of cutting it off, which is probably the only way I'm going to get it off, I did try heating it too, didn't work. This part is good, actually. I thought it was blown out. This section here is perfect. There's no problems, there's no leaks, it's solid yet, but this top piece here was blown out all the way up the seam, and when you'd step on the throttle, it would all blow back in your face. So I'm going to solve that using, basically I need two mufflers, and basically I'm just going to buy one and repurpose this. This was the piece from the 395. You can see right there where it's blown out. It's getting deteriorated here. A couple other spots, there's pinholes in it, and it's got this flipper on top. The piece that was on the 685 muffler here, this top piece, this is in good shape. There's no holes, it's solid, and luckily with these tractors, they're all the same. It's the same diameter. So this piece here will easily get swapped around and be put on here. So I am going to paint this muffler. I'm going to wait till it warms up, get some of the high temp black when the hood's off, and I'll just let it on the tractor to paint it on account if I can't get it off. I'll throw some tarps over the loader frame so we don't have any overspray. But we have solved this problem, hopefully here. So we'll get a new muffler on the 685 so we don't have exhaust blowing underneath the hood. This here, it's basically where this mounts. The whole thing is cracked all the way around, and it's not going to be too much longer. You can weld it, and welding exhaust is hit or miss, especially here. This is a real hot area. This here is right off of the pipe for the manifold, and this area is hotter. If you had an infrared camera, down here would be way hotter than, let's say, up top here. So you weld this, you have that heat, and from welding it, the tin, the metal, it'll work. I don't want anybody to think that you can't patch something or make it work. It will work. But we did get a new one, and we are going to put that one on the 685, and we're going to make this one work. I do like the bend in the exhaust pipe just because it puts it off to the side. It's not, if it's windy, it's not blowing in your face. Some guys like the flipper, and I understand it's pretty nice with a flipper, but this is only a little 3-cylinder diesel, and even at an idle, it's not even enough to push this flipper all the way up. So we're gonna basically set these parts on the shelf and just keep them around. If I need a clamp, if I need a flipper, if that muffler does eventually blow out, maybe I can just weld this one up. I don't know. We'll have to see. Trying to figure out how to make one out of the two, and this is going to be the best way to do it, and I managed to get everything apart, so I'm excited about it. So we'll see what the muffler looks like. Maybe that will ruin my excitement on it. I did order that chrome exhaust stack from Allstate's Ag Parts. I did give the link to a guy. We've been talking back and forth here. This came from Allstate's Ag Parts, and they had it wrapped in newspaper from one end to the other, about 3-4 layers of newspaper. They had it in a box that was the right size for the pipe, and they also had tons of paper around it when it came. Was in pretty darn good shape. There were no dings or scrapes, so I'm hoping they take the same care for the new muffler for this. This isn't a double wall. Guys, he had asked me if this was a double wall exhaust. It's just a single wall. I haven't had any bluing on it, and I think the reason for that is I haven't worked this tractor very hard. It does say in the description for this exhaust pipe from Allstate's that rapid start and rapid heating, it will cause a bluish discoloration in the exhaust pipe. So I usually let things warm up even in the summertime. An engine like this, it's a cold-blooded engine. Even in the summer, it takes it a while to get warmed up. So I don't know if I'll have any issues. Like I say, I'm not putting it on a 5-bottom plow. And that was a new piece on the 986. That was brand new. The guy had just put it on before he sold it to me, and we're gonna let it on. Yes, it's not chrome. I'd love to have chrome. One thing I don't like about the 86 series is how tiny of an exhaust pipe they put on coming out of there. It doesn't need to be that small, especially with 174.5 horsepower out a tiny little exhaust pipe like that. I do like the 66 series that you can get a nice big chrome exhaust stack, but anyway, it doesn't make it run any better, and it's brand new, so I'm just gonna let it on. Just let it right the way it is. Years down the road, if it does have any issues or problems, or if I hit a tree and bend it or any issues, yeah, we will put a chrome one on. So, and we are gonna paint this one. So we're working on exhaust pipes today. So just a little explanation on what I got going on. I did get everything apart, thank goodness. So yeah, we'll make 2 out of 2, I guess. 2 out of 1, 1 out of 2. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. All right, so there it is. We got it on. I got it even. It was still a little crooked. I even managed to get it a little straighter than it was. So now we have one good exhaust pipe on this tractor. So it's solid now. There's no place where it's gonna blow exhaust back in your face. I got it turned away. It's just a little bit higher than the canopy's gonna be to get the smoke up and out. So that'll work. That's perfect. All I have to do is get a coat of high temperature paint on so it all looks like one piece, that it's not, looks like it's, right now it looks like it's sections stuck together. We'll definitely get that done, and that should be it for that. So now all I have to do is wait for the new one for the 685, and should be here pretty soon. Just cleaning up the old clamp here. I could have used a new one, but this one did look like it was new not too long ago. So I got it all cleaned up, got the threads cleaned up. We will spray this with some high temperature paint too, and we should be in business now. All my exhaust pipes will be good. I have nothing leaking. So just one thing at a time here, I guess, but there it is. So we'll get it painted, and should be done with that project. So thanks for watching, guys.